Go. Hello, viewers, Flashbang community here with UltCrisis.
HPG the Epic.
Oh.
And Garcia 16.
Yeah.
And we're doing more Castle Crashers commentary.
Are those bees?
Yes. The bees!
I think they're more than just these.
The bees! Not the bees! I bet you guys don't get the reference.
No, I don't know.
Then you didn't watch the movie. And the beekeepers. The one thing about the upcoming level though is that this boss is hard. I mean, he has a low HP to compensate for it, but he hits hard. And he gets insane too, so. Meaning the organs he plays that shoot the cannonballs, they get faster as he loses HP. And you'll see what I'm talking about whenever I get there.
Human catapults.
Yes.
Oh,
You're behind from me. Not from me. Behind me. I think. And I'm level 10. And we're fighting Conehead lightsaber people. Cone-headed lightsabers! Oh yeah, and there is an achievement you can get from the catapult real quick. There's an achievement you can get for getting the bar full. You'll get catapulted and you'll get an achievement for it. What does the achievement do? I don't know, it just says you got an achievement. And I was checking how good my bow and magic was because there is a big dude of these guys, just one, but I like to stay as far away as possible from big guys.
I love juggling enemies on Castle Crashers.
You love
it's
juggling?
a big one.
Juggle, 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 juggling enemies left and right.
I could do it all day.
Well, on a keyboard it hurts your fingers, but with the controller it's fun because you're button mashing and you don't have much pain on your fingers. And I think HPG's quiet because he's mesmerized by how much pain and brutality is in this game.
Well, I've seen worse, but no, I'm just tired.
Yeah, because you had all that schoolwork today.
This is after all a beat 'em up genre.
Well, people say that Kingdom Hearts is the best hack and slash. I would say this is probably a bit better, since that's all you're doing. The only story element is save the princesses. Everything else involves you beating the crap out of everything.
True.
Including animals.
True, it's the kind of gratuitous violence that...
And there goes the bride.
You ruined the cake.
Did you just break the window?
Yes. And yeah, you are behind me because I'm beating people up and I'm flying in midair right now. Well, I was.
Wait, why did everybody else die when they fell in here and we're okay?
Because they didn't land on the pillow cake.
I noticed there are a bunch of different cakes on the tables.
You can break the those tables and actually take it and recover HP.
Huh.
I'm not doing that right now though because I later figure out that I didn't have potions on me. So I can't, after dealing with all the minion spawn triggers and spawns and stuff, before I went to face the boss, I came back and got all the cake and stuff to heal up before the boss. Ironically, I did this boss in one go because usually, somehow, I die against this boss and then come back and just completely murder it. And by the way, the weapon drop that you'll be seeing in a bit is a lightsaber. I don't get it though because it only gives +1 speed and electric element, and I really don't use that much. When it comes to this game, I usually go all attack and some magic and speed, so I can up my magic to its projectile.
Okay.
And don't worry, I do die, but I don't put you guys through the agonizing pain of going through an entire level again. I cut to the part where I died, so... See, I'm good, I'm nice. I don't want to make my fellow commentators sit through, like, hours of level. Not, you know, like if it was one of those games. Again. And see all the stuff again. It could be agonizing, so...
Oh.
Well, that's what Brain Scratch does. They edit out and cut, and, you know, it's just a good idea in general, because you don't want to watch the same level
Ooh,
again.
a new editing.
What? That just came out of nowhere. And I don't know why, but whenever I juggle somebody and pound him into the ground, what the heck was that?
I don't know.
What was that? Out of nowhere, there's just this... What was that? Where did that come from?
Why is everybody breaking windows?
Because they're trying to ambush you.
Still, those are stained glass windows. Those things aren't cheap.
And I'm going, well, on my screen, I'm going back and getting the food and stuff. But seriously, whenever I juggle somebody, for some reason, it comes to mind, whenever I juggle and pound people, I always, for some reason, I don't know why, but I always say, skip to my loo, my darling.
What up?
So, whenever I pound and, like, bash them into the ground, I always go, skip to my loo, my darling.
Was that from Eddie?
Yeah, it probably came up. And here is one of the... An HP, weakest, but one of the toughest bosses early in the game.
Uh-huh.
First off, you can't juggle the guy. The best way to damage him is curb stomp, from what they say, and heavy attack him into the ground.
Like what you are doing now.
Yes, and if you have two people, position yourself right across from each other and keep throwing them back and forth. And that's basically an instant win right there, if you keep throwing them back and forth between each other. Like, me and Garcia actually did that one time. This dude hurts. When he did it, you'll see it in a bit, his spin attack, he had me up in the air, and he did 25 per hit. Luckily, since I'm defensive, I didn't lose a lot of HP from that. This is why I say, put points in defense. Because of this guy. And his friend as well, because they both hit hard. But not as hard as this guy. I actually had a lot of trouble with this boss first time. I didn't really have a lot of trouble with any of the other bosses.
This guy's obviously not flipped over.
And now that he's under half health, he'll start using magic.
I was gonna say, he's kind of going for overkill with all those cannon shots.
Now watch how insane it gets. Now that he's like 1/4 HP, he's going to shoot freaking fast. It went from overkill to mayhem. Because he doesn't mess around with the cannon. Out of nowhere I hear China noises.
What is that?
China noises. First, we broke a wedding, we stopped a wedding, now we're hearing China noises in the background.
Hello,
Huh?
What is that?
We hear China noises.
China noises?
We just crashed a wedding and now you're doing China noises. Or something.
The best man.
If somebody can speak Chinese, can somebody just translate all this?
I don't know.
The best man just came in and took the princess.
You killed this
I mean the
man.
evil man.
Who cares?
Chase scene!
It's actually my favorite part of the game, actually. Because the thing is, if you grab enemies and you can just throw them off, and that's an instant death.
And you should shot yourself
If
on the
you
head.
fall off, you take a little damage, and then you just respawn shortly afterwards on the cart. So if you fall off, don't worry. You'll always jump back on. Like, I fell off, and you'll see it. Me fall back with the poison element around me.
If your last force
And when
was
you go
Chinese,
into the
nobody's
forest,
gonna
thieves will
understand
start
you.
dropping bombs, so you have to be more of a maneuver, dodgy person. Then you start fighting thieves. And I hated this part because I had no potions and I was really cautious, and then the boss shows up and I just completely destroy it. That is all the bosses. Look at that HP bar go down.
Wait, he's back?
This time you
Yes.
actually kill him.
The guy from the potty force.
Potty Force. I love that episode.
That was easy.
Now I go in the cave and I show off a special pet. If you go into the cave and come back out, you get a pet that increases your movement speed. And more lightsabermen. And slimes. If people say that the slimes are the weakest enemies of the RPG, in this game they're an actual threat. Do not let those things touch you, as demonstrated later in this level. Actually fairly soon, about maybe 2 or 3 not seconds, minutes ahead. Because the insane amount of enemies you have to fight in this level, it's just insane. Especially in a one-player run. The more players you have with you, the more enemies that are in the level. You have to fight all those thieves that come off the cart and all the lightsabermen that come into the cave right here. In total there's like, I think about 12, 13. So yeah, not fun. And these are the lightsabermen you can juggle. Yay! Use the card again.
Let's sing.
Let's sing.
Grab him.
Denied.
What?
Denied.
You can't deny a Robot Master from Mega Man unless you take their powers.
I'm gonna deny it.
You can't deny it unless you have their weakness or if you have their power.
I have...
Speaking of which, Mega Man 2 is actually one of the more broken games. Why? Because Metal Man's power is weak to 4 of the Robot Masters, including himself. He's weak to his own weapon. And it's a one-shot kill to him.
He's taking the money. Kick his butt.
Ooh.
You chase down the robber and take the
something
money
trouble.
from him. Somebody's playing with their microphone.
Huh?
Somebody was playing with their microphone. Probably you.
No, not that.
And when I die, I throw in a little something funny, I guess. I guess you could call it funny. It's a little something I edited together. Now it's time to beat up a bunch of people and slimes.
People and fun.
They're so annoying though because you can't juggle them, they take no throw damage and you can only hit them with a basic weapon. They take even less damage from your magic. Damn it, get off of me. Go away.
Go.
Well, you gotta admit they don't look threatening.
They don't look threatening, but when you see them doing all that damage so fast, then they get threatening. if you're not good at doing the little
These have
joystick,
those derpy like eyes that don't blink.
you know, if you're not good at the whole joystick thing, then these guys can do like hundreds and hundreds of damage to you in a matter of seconds.
Oh, you're dying. Oh, you died. Oh, wow. Nice.
What the heck was that?
I died. And as you can see, I'm courteous, so I cut back. This time, I have projectile magic. Which is something that I really wanted, because I always go... Every one of my characters always has projectile magic, because it's useful in the final boss. And I got potions too, so I'm prepared. I think RC is still laughing at the fact of what I did.
I died. Wow, I'll give you my honest opinion. That was a nice start. I'm serious.
It has a nice touch of little tune to it too. I'm just spamming the heavy attack button. I don't even care anymore. I'm like, screw you, slimes. You're so easy in all the other games, but this time you're actually deadly. You're threatening in this game. It's like the game creators knew that everybody was so abusive to slimes, and all the games were like, oh no, let's make one of the annoying. Let's make it the most annoying enemy in the game.
I still don't understand the logic of his head coming off when you hit him with a hammer.
It's a video game.
I like.
It's a video game. Video games have no logic except for physics. The only logic a video game has is a physics engine, and that's it. And I'm trying to do a glitch. Glitch the door. You'll see it.
Yippee.
I like how you go into the cave and there's a guy reading a newspaper and you just like, he's like, huh, what? And you just start beating him up.
It's like he's doing nothing but we
He's
beat
like,
him up anyway.
it's like, oh yay, finally my break. It's like, wait, who's that? Hammerton Fix. This place is actually a little annoying though because these guys have more HP than the other ones. You can't juggle them, and they hit harder too. And they love to spam bombs. Oh yeah, this level is so fun, especially the boss. He's annoying. Since I don't have a lot of attack power, I guess you could put it, this boss was a real pain in the butt because of how much HP he has. And there's a breakable wall here. You see where the gap thing there next to the where the guys are? That dark gap cave looking thing. There's one that's bombable, and if you break that one, you can get an elephant pet out of it. But I don't waste money on bombs. I get them to... I basically take hits just to have them use their infinite bombs to blow it open for me so I can get it. Because I always have a potion in hand.
Tired?
No, not tired.
I
It's
am.
just that after these two things, after doing 2 videos, because I did both of these, well, Castle Crashers, I did it yesterday because it took, in total, it took all day to render for some reason. And then Mario, I actually did that one in one sitting today, rendered it and uploaded it. And then after this, since I'm going on a schedule now, I gotta record Dragon Quest VIII now, and edit all the random battles out of that, and upload that before tomorrow. So yeah, I got a lot to do. I've been busy, I guess you could say. And not only on top of that, I'm waiting for an email from YouTube Network, so I can, if they agree to it, I can get a partnership. So yeah. And there's the red fire demon, if you saw that. He actually hits harder than the mini-boss, I guess you could say here. Even though he doesn't have a life bar, he's sort of a mini-boss. And this Conehead, unlike the rest, he'll always drop the lightsaber, so you'll always get it regardless. Level 10 weapon for you people. And I am prepared for you, boss man. Since I don't have a lot of speed for this boss, he will hit me a lot.
Mama acaba de hablarme.
You remember this boss fight, Garcia?
Huh?
You were dead the majority of the time?
No, actually, my mom just called me from my phone.
Well, you remember the Cyclops boss fight then, right? How you were dead a majority of the time, and I tried to revive you, and after I revived you, he just killed you off again?
Oh, yeah.
That was a pain in the butt. I wanted you to be alive, but every single time I revived you, he like one-shotted you with the HP you had.
I got a one foot on. I got a pistol color speed now.
Yeah, I knew this episode was sort of going to be long. We did like 35 minutes worth of this stuff.
Yeah, I remember when you had to run.
It's like, no, my friend! And then... But yeah, if you're solo and you don't, like, if you want to finish this guy off fast, I suggest, like, running around a bit so your dash starts, and then use your dash attack. Either one of them, because it does multiple hits on a boss. On enemies it'll only do one hit, even though it sounds like it did multiple. But on bosses it does multiple hits, since they don't flinch. And it's really good for taking out bosses like him. So if you have a full strength meter, you could take out this boss relatively fast right now. And I think I grant HPG a wish with this boss. If you don't know what that wish is, just wait until the boss dies. You'll see what I mean. He's almost there. And now he's in his pinch state, which he takes no breaks. He just runs after you. And if HPG saw that, there's your wish. Death by magic. He's unusually quiet right now.
He did the Terminator thing where he comes up while he dies.
Actually, the Cyclops himself is actually a Terminator reference in its own way. Because he gets resurrected, and then you have to fight like some weird robotic undead version of himself.
Huh, that's a nice touch.
Because, like, whenever he gets resurrected, later, we'll see it, he actually looks like a freaking robot.
You got the treasure and you got the woman.
Yes.
Victory.
And I decided, just screw it, I'm gonna max out my defense. And we have another lava place, but this is actually the end. See you next time.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.